New Japan Pro Wrestling's most recent event, Destruction in Kobe, just wrapped up on Saturday morning. It featured a big main event in Will Ospreay vs. Yota Tsuji, new member to House of Torture in Yoshinobu Kanemaru, making just 5 guys into just 4 guys. But without further ado, let's jump into my rankings for Destruction in Kobe. So, the worst match of this card was Taichi vs. Sho for the KOPW Championship. Sho's stipulation, which was having House of Torture members and Just 5 Guys members at ringside, but the opposite teams are handcuffed to each other in pairs. The match was horrible. It was okay. I mean, Taichi and Sho are very great wrestlers outside of the whole shenanigans and everything. But there was just too much shenanigans going on, and the stipulation itself was pretty stupid. From the get-go, you would just assume that it was gonna devolve into terribleness. I mean, Taichi and Sho did get to show off some good wrestling here and there, but unfortunately, it just suffered from too much going on. I give it a 4 out of 10. So next up, we have Just 5 Guys, Sanada, Doki, and Taka Michinoku versus House of Torture, Dick Togo, Evil, and Yujiro Takahashi. This one was less stupid than the Taichi Sho one, because this didn't have a stupid stipulation, but it still featured too much House of Torture bullshit. I also don't like the stolen belt story. I feel like we get that so often nowadays. Seeing it here, Evil with the World Championship, I just don't think it works. There's some good wrestling, the finish is fun. I just think that there's too much bullshit in the House of Torture, interruptions and involvement that it takes away from everything. It did have more moments than Taichi vs. Sho, where we got to see some good wrestling kind of sprinkled in. So that's why I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Next up, we had Hontai, El Phantasmo, Hikuleo, Tamatanga, Tangaloa, and Jado versus Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, Alex Coughlin, Chase Owens, and Ghetto. But it was a decent match. It was decent wrestling. Seeing the younger guys, Gabe Kidd, Coughlin, it's always good to see them. But my God, Ghetto and Jado need to stop wrestling because they are too old for this. They move too slowly, hit too light, and we're supposed to believe they're kind of on the same level as these guys. It's the dumb wrestling trope where the older you are, the better you are. It very much does not work here. But the wrestling all around was pretty decent. It was okay. It was alright. I'm going to give this match 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Tiger Mask and Kevin Knight versus Bullet Club War Dogs, Drilla Maloney, and Clark Connors. This was a fun, it was decent, it was pretty fun, but you were never in doubt that Drilla and Clark were going to win. It's basically a jobber match. It's basically an enhancement talent, basically a tune-up. So I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 10 as well. I know that's made 3 matches at 5 out of 10, but they're kind of all on the same level to me. None of them are a step ahead or below each other. I think all 3 of these are kind of, just okay, just decent, just serviceable. So up next, I put Great-O-Khan versus Shingo Takagi. It was a fun match. The start was kind of rough. I'm not a big fan of Great-O-Khan's Mongolian chops, especially unless he does it really well, unless he does it crisp. In this match, they felt very light. The two have really great chemistry together, and you could tell towards the later half of the match, they started to come together, and it worked really well by the end. The ending itself, though, was a little rocky. I feel like it was very anticlimactic. Shingo just got the Made in Japan off with no real resistance. I feel like it could have had more of an explosive ending, so I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. It was fun. So up next, we have Lio Rush and Yo versus Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi. I thought it was fun. I mean, Lio Rush is incredible to watch. He's got such a unique style, and him and Hiromu together, oh my God, they have insane chemistry. They can match each other so well, and it's wonderful. So I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. It was really fun. It was really enjoyable, but it didn't really add anything. It didn't really take a step outside of just fun. It's really all you could ask for from a match like this. Alright, so up next, we have TMDK, Shane Haste, and Mikey Nichols versus Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi for the IWGP Tag Team Championships, and it was a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of TMDK. I loved their matches in the G1, and them as a tag team, they've got such good teamwork. They're a joy to watch. And Bishamon is one of the best tag teams in the world. They are where they are for a reason. They really bring the most out of their opponents, and they did with TMDK. This match had great wrestling all around. The finish was so fun. It wasn't just a typical, we got our finish off now, 1, 2, 3 pin. It was a lot more exciting than that. It was more unique. TMDK really looked phenomenal in this match. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I think it could have gone the extra mile, aside from just being fun and great wrestling. So next we have Zack Sabre Jr. and Bad Dude Tito versus Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii. This match was so fun. Zack Sabre Jr. just went off on Ishii and Okada. I thought he had so many great moments in this match. There's a reason he's one of my favorites. I say that about a lot of people, that they're one of my favorites, but Zack is genuinely like one of my top 3, top 5 favorite wrestlers, and there were so many great moments with Zack and Ishii. Zack almost countered Okada's, neck breaker that he does onto his knee into like some kind of octopus, or I don't even know how to describe it, like a floating armbar type thing. And this match was also a great showcase for Bad Dude Tito, who looked amazing. Was able to step up to the level of Okada and Ishii and got some great offense in. The dude looked incredible. To top it all off, Zack and Tito, they got the win, which was awesome. I've very much been not on the Okada hype train. I think the LOL Okada wins thing has been really dumb now, and I'm glad that people are getting wins over him and his teams. Really, really, really fun match that I think really benefited Bad Dude Tito and made Zack look just even better than he always does. So I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Tetsuya Naito versus Jeff Cobb, where the winner faces Sonata at Wrestle Kingdom. Right off the bat, I hated the stipulation. This is stupid. He won the G1. Why are they putting his slot at Wrestle Kingdom on the line? That's so stupid. But the match that these guys put on was so great, so fun. One of my favorite things is counters. These guys really brought out the counters, countering each other's finishers. It was just so wonderful. And whenever somebody counters the Tour of the Islands, it is so good looking. Tour of the Islands is a beautiful finisher, but anyone countering it takes it to the next level. It looks awesome. Naito and Cobb really went off in this. So I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. And finally, my favorite match of the night, and the headline of tonight, the main event, Yota Tsuji versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP UK Championship. And oh my god, this match was unbelievable. This was incredible. Insanely ridiculous in-ring work from both these guys. I mean, Ospreay, we know he's one of the best in the world. Yota Tsuji, right out the gate, I was advocating for him. I thought he should have beat Sonata for the World Championship. Him at this level already, where he's step for step with Ospreay and at the same pace and putting on matches like this, the dude, it skyrocketed immediately. It was an incredible, not just wrestling showcase too, an incredible character showcase. There were so many great beats in this match where Yota Tsuji just shows off who he is when he's getting just obliterated by Ospreay's offense. He's up against the ropes just smiling, toothy smile. The dude is incredible, as Ospreay put it at the end of their match. And to top it all off, they were using each other's finishers. Ospreay also did a phenomenal forearm. He did a spear onto Tsuji. Tsuji did a Stormbreaker. The finish was also amazing too. Tsuji staring down the barrel of the hidden blade. Oh my god. The storyline that we got between these guys was just so damn good. So I'm giving this match a 10 out of 10. A perfect 10 out of 10. I think this match was phenomenal. Absolutely incredible. I think we'll see stuff like this in the future with Tsuji, because the dude is just starting to climb now, and he has an amazing future. Like Ospreay said, the future is in amazing hands with Tsuji. This match was really something special. Alright, so those are my ratings of New Japan Destruction in Kobe. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.